WandaVision Episode 3. We continue somewhat where we left off from last week. Colour has entered the picture, Wanda's pregnant, and the era seems to be another 10 years. I can't say for sure, I don't know eras that well, just based on the fashion code, but maybe 70s, I think we're talking here. I guess whenever colour TV became the norm. Now Wanda's pregnancy is progressing rapidly. In a matter of minutes, she goes from 4 months pregnant, to 6 months pregnant, to 9 months pregnant, to babies. Now of course you get your typical fun build up in the episode. You know, you have the program laughs in the background like we're watching an old sitcom. It's humorous, it's fun, and you're having a good time watching. As we've seen with the prior episodes, it seems to follow a similar pattern. You get a comical little storyline that goes through, and then there's little glimmers of the things that aren't quite right. And in this episode we had a similar thing, and it's probably the most interesting example of that yet. Vision takes a moment to comprehend the fact that Wanda has just gone through her entire pregnancy cycle in a matter of minutes. And she says to him, "What's wrong?" And he sort of thinks about it for a moment, and he starts saying things, and he says, "Something isn't right here, Wanda." And then like when a tape lags back and you track back a few seconds, that's what happens here. As soon as he says, "Something isn't right here," it rewinds about 3 seconds. It resets the dialogue, and then he comes out with a different dialogue that doesn't have him showing concern about their situation, which gives me the impression that someone is controlling their narrative and their outcome. Maybe it's the people we know that are viewing them behind the screen. But either way, that was a very cool moment, and it had me just sucked in. I was like, oh my god, he's going to make a breakthrough here. They're going to both realise, but no. Someone's not allowing it. And on top of that, you got this character Geraldine, who is Wanda's friend. She comes over to, you know, gossip to her about what happened at work. And, you know, Wanda ends up having her babies. Oh yeah, that's the thing, babies. 2 of them. She has twins. And Wanda sort of reminisces, and obviously she was a twin. She says to Geraldine, "Oh, I'm a twin. I had a brother, Pietro." I think I'm saying that right. And then Geraldine just out of nowhere, completely almost out of character, I guess you could call it, she says, "Oh, Pietro was killed by Ultron, wasn't he?" And Wanda's just like, Then after that, Geraldine acts like she never said anything, or she starts stuttering. It's like she's aware of what she said. It's not like where we've seen before where it seems like characters malfunction when they say something and then they just forget about it straight after. This was a case of she said it and that was the malfunction, her saying it, but she remembered saying it. And on the flip side, simultaneous to this, you've got Vision being told by the neighbours that Geraldine doesn't have a home. She's just here. And Wanda is increasingly getting annoyed at Geraldine for not repeating what she just said and acknowledging what she just said. And then she notices a little chain on her, which is in the shape of a sword. I honestly didn't understand the reference. Wanda was saying, "What is that?" as if she recognised it or something. I looked into it after. There's a organisation called SWORD in the Marvel universe, or in the comic books at least. I think some outer space satellite type base thing, which could maybe make sense about the whole TV thing that's going on here with the show. But yeah, Wanda gets pissed, and I think Wanda removes her from the TV world or their sitcom world that they're trapped in, because Geraldine just sort of comes out into a different time zone or whatever. It certainly seems like the modern day. But I'm wondering if Wanda removed her, or if the people watching this show, creating this weird simulation, pulled her out. Because if Wanda has the power to remove her from this world, then surely she must be aware that she is in a world. She is in a TV fake scenario. Unless of course it's one of those things that she does and then it just lapses from her mind straight after. And by the end of the episode it seems like we're progressing another decade, because the dimensions you have for the TV, which were like a square for the first 3 episodes, have now gone widescreen. So I guess maybe we've moved towards the 80s or 90s. I really can't pin it. I'm not 100% sure. But we're progressing quick, and it won't be long till we're in the modern day at this stage. You know, maybe another couple of episodes and we'll be in modern day, and then maybe the plot is gonna sort of flip then, and then the whole show will become about them trying to get out of this world that they're stuck in. But in all honesty, I'm really enjoying the different elements we're getting here. We're getting the fun, old style sitcom part of the show, and then we're getting the part of the show that shows that they're unsure about things and things are a little strange here. I think it's a nice balance, because you sort of get the best of both worlds. You get casual, easy, fun viewing, and then you get something exciting and mysterious. And one thing to note, actually, I noticed with at least one of the babies, maybe not both, but one of them had like a little red patch, a faint red mark, which shows that, of course, Vision is in fact the father. I was wrong last week. I was wrong. But yeah, WandaVision episode 3. Best episode yet, I'd say. I can't wait for next week's already. It sucks because I'll wake up on a Friday morning, I watch it half an hour later, and then I've got to wait another Another 7 days. So yeah, if you watched it, let me know what you thought about it below. Give me your theories. And I'll be back next week with more.